Hey Queens, I hope everyone is doing well today. I hope everyone is enjoying their summer. I wanted to get on here to talk about the holistic approach and all of the aspects of self-love. So self-love should be a holistic approach. It should focus on your mind, your body, your emotions, and your soul. It's not so much of a physical thing that you have to take into consideration when it comes to self-love. You know, it's holistic and it's tangible and intangible. So for me, putting the proper things in my body to thrive. Over the last 3 years, on my journey toward becoming a nurse, I have learned so many different things about the body. I don't know everything, but I'm still learning. And during my journey, I learned a lot of things that I was eating in the past were no good. And I've learned to do more research on reading the labels and the chemicals. And of course, because I have a child who is anaphylactic, I have to be sure to read the labels anyway. So that was already something that I was doing, but to actually understand and dissect each and every ingredient in those labels. What am I putting in my body? What is this doing to my body? So I've learned to actually sit and take the time out. And I also have an app, that I use. I learned to take the time out to sit and understand what these chemicals are. So for me, once you learn something and you educate yourself, it's hard to go back. It's hard to be ignorant to those things again. And especially when you care about yourself. Like, I really do care about my body, So it's important for me to make sure I'm being conscientious about the things that I'm putting in my body. So if I know that this is poison or I know this is an irritant, I'm not going to put it on my body and I'm not going to put it inside my body. So that's number one to self-love. Being mindful of what you're putting in your body. Giving your body the foods, the whole foods and nutritious foods that is going to help it thrive. Not something that's going to make it run down and it's going to make all of your body systems work harder to flush it out. People don't realize how harmful some of these foods are out here. And I'm just like, wow, I'm not putting that in my body no more. And to each his own. Don't get me wrong, because some people is like, look, I'm living, honey. I'm living to eat. I'm eating to live. I am eating to live. So that's one thing, one important aspect of self-love. The next important aspect of self-love is protecting your energy. So you may have to protect your energy from watching the news, being around certain people. And sometimes these certain people are loved ones. These are people that we really love and care about dearly, but sometimes we have to learn how to love them from afar and not so much, feel bad for it. Once upon a time I used to feel bad. Like, oh man, I want to say yes because I'm, and sometimes I still do consider those things. But now if I'm not feeling the situation, if I'm not feeling being around the person, the energy, I'm not gonna be a part. That's just point blank, period. And you have to be able to, excuse me, sneeze. And you have to be willing to, accept all of the backlash that's coming from it. But if you really protect your energy, you don't even have to deal with the backlash. You just shut people out. That's just what you do. And that's what I do. I don't care who you are. I'm going to shut you out. If you are negative and you're not bringing peace to my world and you pulling from my energy, I'm going to shut it down. That's just what it is. I won't deal with you. Family, friends, I don't care who you are. That's just how I get down now, because I got to be sane up here. I have 3 children that I have to take care of. I got to be right for them. And my heart has to be right. And my emotions have to be in the right place. So I just don't have time to allow other sources to pour from me. I have to be there for other people. So I said diet, you know, your energy, protecting your energy, being in certain places. Another thing is I don't watch the news. Now, when it pertains to me or it's affecting me, which I feel like some of the world news, it does have an effect on us, like inflation. You do need to keep up with that. But like all of this negative stuff about it, it's a lot of negative stuff on the news that I just don't want to take part in. I just shy away from it. Another aspect of self-love is, you know, exercising. Making sure you are moving your body. And for me, I feel like long as you're getting your 10,000 steps in, long as you're moving and running up and down the steps, you're constantly moving. I feel like moving your body, it doesn't have to be, I mean, that's calisthenics. That's considered calisthenics when you're moving. You working your muscles, you walking up the steps, you running down the steps. You know, it doesn't have to be strenuous working out. You know, I mean, some people have bigger goals to accomplish in the gym than other people, and it doesn't have to be in the gym. You know, long as you're eating right and you are moving your body and you are getting that blood to pump through your, you know, your veins and your arteries, I feel like you're going to be okay. You don't have to do strenuous working out every day, you know, no. But long as you can get up that hill and I'm out of breath and you're not out of breath, long as you can run around with your children and you can roll on the ground and you can do bends and stretches and you're not hurting your joints and your knees, which sometimes as we get older, those things tend to do break down, and that's just a part of life naturally. But long as those things are not happening too soon, you're in good hands, you know, moving your body. And self-love, meditation. Not saying that if you do not meditate, you don't love yourself. No, but you have to do things to add to your peace and your calmness of mind, especially your subconscious. You know, we only control 5% of our minds, which is the conscious, and then the 95% goes to the subconscious. And the way that you train the subconscious is by being in the moment. You know, so you have to train that, meditate, make sure you, like I said about the news, I don't really deal with the news, but you got to be mindful about what you're hearing, what you're seeing, who you're around. We absorb so much of the outside world, and you got to really place yourself by yourself sometimes to focus on what's going on internally. So, those things are really important in self-love. And of course, not being afraid, I probably already said this, but not being afraid of saying no. No. That's just, no is a beautiful word sometimes. I know we don't like to hear it all the time, but I'm telling you, no. It feels good. No, not today. Sorry. You're going to disappoint people. That's just a part of life. If you continuously live trying to please other people, I really don't want to do this, but okay, you're not going to be happy. That's not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of you. Say no sometimes. Oh, that's so selfish. So what? You spend a lot of time being selfless. You need to learn how to be selfish sometimes. That's just a part of life. Because people, situations, and places will pull. Oh my goodness. She scared me. You know, so self-love, it goes beyond just doing, oh, I'm gonna get my nails done, I'm gonna get my pedi, I'm gonna get my mani, I'm gonna get my hair done. It goes beyond those things. Like, it's holistic. Mind, body, and soul, honey. Like, do you really love yourself? Do you really care about yourself? Do you really consider your mental? Do you really check in with yourself emotionally? Do you look in that mirror and ask yourself, what can I do to improve myself and make me happy and make me feel better, make me be healthy? Like, that's self-love. So that's just my approach on self-love. I'm adding to it. Me is getting better. I have a lot to work on. Confidence, self-love, but it is growing in an abundance, and I can feel it. Like, I love me. I love how far I've come, and I'm getting better. So, queens, don't forget to do your queens and things. Please do your queens and things. Do. Whichever side I'm going to put it on. Don't forget to do the queens and things. It really works. I do it. It helps. Master it, honeys. Okay? Kings, you can do that too. I don't want to leave y'all out. I'm never leaving my kings out. We need you all. We have to continue to uplift you. I love you, kings, and I love my queens. But do your queens and things. It really works. And queens and kings, if I can do it, you can do it too.